Greetings to all Days of Our Lives fans, and welcome back to another thrilling edition of TV Days Drama Digest. Today, we're diving deep into the much-anticipated return of two beloved characters to the iconic town of Salem, Will Horton and his daughter, Ariana Grace. Will's return has been a hot topic of discussion among fans for quite some time, and now that it's finally happening, the stakes have never been higher. In this in-depth article, we'll explore what awaits them in Salem, the drama that's sure to follow, and how Ariana's presence will change the dynamics of this storied town forever. Will Horton's emotional return to Salem. Let's start with Will Horton, one of Days of Our Lives' most beloved and complex characters. It's been far too long since we last saw him in Salem, with his last major storyline taking place back in 2022. Of course, Will made a brief appearance in the first season of Beyond Salem, but that felt like a mere blip on the radar compared to his homecoming. For Will, returning to Salem is no small feat. It's an emotional journey back to the place where so much of his life and family history resides. This time, Will's return is particularly significant because it involves a farewell to his father, John Black. Will is coming back to say goodbye to the man who has been a father figure to him, to reconnect with his roots, and to say a proper goodbye to his loved ones before stepping away from Salem once more. The timing of his return, as well as the reasons behind it, bring forth an emotional weight that will resonate deeply with fans who've watched Will grow from a young man to the person he is today. The question on everyone's mind, however, is whether this will be a permanent return for Will or a temporary visit. Will this trip serve as closure for Will and his family, or is it just the beginning of a new chapter in his life? Salem is never one to let anyone go quietly, and as we know, it's a town full of secrets, unfinished business, and new possibilities. Introducing Ariana Grace, the next generation of drama. While Will's return has been the primary focus for many fans, it's the introduction of his daughter, Ariana Grace, that promises to shake things up in a major way. Ariana, portrayed by the talented Marissa Reyes, is no longer the little girl we remember from earlier seasons. Time has passed, and now she's a young woman, ready to take her place in the world of Salem. Ariana's arrival in Salem is bound to spark intrigue, as fans are eager to see how she fits into the town's complex and often turbulent atmosphere. The big question is, will she follow in her father's footsteps and be a creative, thoughtful, and introspective person, or will she take after her fiery and passionate mother, Gabby Hernandez, with her bold and sometimes reckless nature? The combination of both Will and Gabby's personalities in Ariana is sure to create a character who is both dynamic and unpredictable. Fans are also wondering just how Ariana will fit into the already established world of Salem's young adults. With some of the younger residents of Salem like Tate, Holly, and Sophia preparing to graduate high school, and Doug 3 not far behind them in age, there's a real opportunity for Ariana to become a part of the next generation of Salem's youth. Will she mix with the group, or will she carve out her own path entirely? One thing is for certain, the interactions between Ariana and the other teens of Salem will bring a whole new layer of drama to the town's already complicated relationships. The Salem teen scene, competition, rivalries, and love triangles. Ariana's arrival in Salem couldn't come at a more perfect time. The town's teen scene is in full swing, and there are plenty of familiar faces getting ready to move on to the next stages of their lives. Tate, Holly, and Sophia are all preparing to graduate from high school, marking a major milestone for the young residents of Salem. Meanwhile, Doug 3, one of the most eligible young men in town, is right on the cusp of adulthood and is poised to make a splash in the social scene. This sets the stage for what could be one of the most dramatic storylines in Salem's history. With the introduction of Ariana Grace, things could get very interesting, especially when it comes to the blossoming romantic interests of Salem's teens. The most obvious rivalry brewing is between Ariana and Holly Brady. Holly has already been at the center of several dramatic love triangles in the past, and now that Ariana is in the mix, there's a chance that a new rivalry could emerge. Doug 3, ever the charming young man, could find himself caught between the affections of both Holly and Ariana. While Doug and Holly have shared their moments of romance, Ariana's entrance could change the dynamics. Will Ariana steal Doug's heart away from Holly? Or will Holly continue to be the one who holds his attention? The possibilities for romantic tension and rivalry are endless, and fans can expect plenty of twists and turns in the months to come. Additionally, Ariana's arrival presents an opportunity for new friendships to form or for existing ones to be tested. The bonds between Salem's younger generation will undoubtedly be put to the test as they navigate the complexities of high school, first loves, and new beginnings. Gabby's hopes for a summer with her daughter for Gabby Hernandez. Ariana's return to Salem represents something deeper than just a family visit. Gabby has been through a lot in recent years. Her tumultuous relationships, her battles with other residents of Salem, and the ever-present drama of life in the town. Now, as she watches her daughter grow into a young woman, Gabby's hopes are filled with a sense of optimism and longing. Gabby has expressed her desire for Ariana to spend the summer with her in Salem, to reconnect with her roots, and to experience the town that has been so central to her own life. Gabby wants to create new memories with her daughter, to forge a stronger bond, and to show her the importance of family and love. But in Salem, nothing ever goes quite as planned, and with Ariana's arrival, old conflicts and unresolved tensions are bound to resurface. Gabby's desire for a peaceful summer with her daughter could be upended by the arrival of new enemies, old grudges, and unexpected twists that no one could have predicted. Salem's drama is as unpredictable as ever, and Gabby's summer plans might just be the beginning of a new chapter filled with challenges and surprises. Family drama, unfinished business, and new beginnings. Will's return, paired with Ariana's arrival, opens the door to new family dynamics, and Days of Our Lives fans know that where family is concerned, nothing is ever simple. As Will reconnects with his family, old wounds may be reopened, long-standing rivalries could be reignited, and new alliances might form. Ariana's relationship with her father, Will, and her mother, Gabby, will undoubtedly be at the forefront of the story, but there are many other family members in Salem who will be drawn into their drama. Will Ariana bond with her grandmother, Marlena, or her great-grandfather, Roman? How will she handle the complex relationships between Gabby and the other residents of Salem, including her tangled history with Stefan DiMera? As Will navigates his own return to Salem, he'll have to confront the past while looking toward the future. Will his time in Salem be a final farewell to the people he once called family, or will it spark new beginnings and perhaps a permanent return? With his daughter by his side, Will have to navigate these emotional waters while facing the ever-present tension that defines Salem. The future of Will and Ariana in Salem, a fresh chapter for the Horton family. In conclusion, the return of Will Horton and his daughter, Ariana Grace, marks the beginning of a new era in Salem's history. Their return promises to bring a fresh perspective to the town, introducing new characters, new relationships, and an entirely new generation of drama. From love triangles to family feuds, the possibilities are endless. As Will and Ariana settle into Salem, they will face challenges, form new bonds, and potentially face conflicts that will test their very foundation. Salem, with all its secrets and history, is ready for these two to make their mark, and we're ready to see how it all unfolds. The next chapter of Days of Our Lives is about to get a whole lot more dramatic. Don't miss a single moment as Will and Ariana Grace stir things up in Salem. What are your thoughts on the return of Will and Ariana? How do you think their arrival will change the dynamics of Salem? We hope you enjoyed it and look forward to sharing more with you in the future. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe TV Days Drama Digest for more updates on Days of Our Lives.